Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I, Abdul Azim bin Ismail, will be the first speaker that will be presenting from TeamDeiteo on our project, which is the analysis on the Google Play Store data. Alright, first, before we enter into details regarding the project, let me personally introduce to you the team member of TeamDeiteo. The head or the leader of the TeamDeiteo is not other than that Mr. Amirul Hafiz bin Johan that act as a general for this team, followed by the other team members that work closely in order to finish the task, which is Muhammad Iqbal Arif bin Masri, Muhammad Nazmi Husaini bin Nurasman, Muammar Samuel bin Mazuki, and last but not least, me, Abdul Azim bin Ismail. Alright, without further ado, let's proceed with the introduction of this project. So, before we dive into more details, we need to understand at the surface level on what we are doing on this project. So, what is Google Play Store? Google Play Store or Google Play is an online store where people go to find and enjoy their favorite apps, games, movie, TV show, books, and more on their Android device. And what is a mobile application? So generally, mobile application, or also can be called as mobile apps, is a computer program that is programmed to be accessed on mobile device. Now, on every project, we must have something that we want to solve or to do. So our problem statement is if a developer try to develop an application or maybe to improve or update their application, it would be difficult for them to look each and every detailed information from the user. So therefore, they need an analysis report to ease their work instead of reviewing it one by one. Thus, in this project, a dataset from Kaggle on Google Play Store will be used for the study with the aim of to have a better insight of the people perception on software application. Meanwhile, our goals on this project is first is to collect data on applications that are available on Google Play Store from different categories of application. And second is to analyze the dataset from Google Play Store for every category and relate the correlation between the feature. And lastly, number 3 is to develop a dynamic visualization system to explore and understand the data. Next, let me pass to the next speaker to explain more in details on this project.
So for the next part, I will be presenting to you about the research question, aim and significance of study. So the research question is how to collect data related to the application from Google Play Store. So the data set that being picked on this research is based on Google Play Store data that can be found on Kaggle website. The data set was originally gone through the process of web scraping that intentionally studies and analyze the Android market. The dataset is believed to contain more than 10,000 of records from different categories of application inside the Google Play Store. This dataset also have a text review from several applications. On that dataset, some procedure had been done in determining the polarity of the text and classifying the sentiment either positive, neutral, or negative. So next, the how to pre-process data after it is being collected. The tools that are being used in this project are Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Excel, and Weka to visualize the graph and to perform pre-processing to eliminate outlier and missing value. So next, what is the visualization graph that suitable to explain about people perception? So the suitable graph and chart to use in this project is donut chart, scatter plot chart, cluster column chart, stack column chart, and tree chart. The visualization of this chart and graph provide us a better understanding and information that we are seeking for. Thus, it enables us to understand the people perception of Android device application that are available on Google Play Store. So last one for the research question is how to develop a dashboard that has a dynamic visualization system. So we will define our dashboard audience and objective. Make sure of our data is clean and correct. We will select the right chart type for our data, and we will use correct color theory and build a balanced perspective. So next, for the aim is this project. The aim of this project is to understand people's perception on application that can be downloaded from Google Play Store that mainly for Android devices based on every category. With the help of visualization, it will provide a better insight to understand the data that will benefit the software developer, or other related organizations. So finally, the significance of study is Google Play Store provides many applications for Android users device and for every application, every user is able to give rating and opinion related to the user experience. By having this data, we will be able to analyze and study the people and user satisfaction of the application. With the data collected from Google Play Store, we hope it can benefit software developer to produce a better user experience in the future ahead. So that's all from me.
So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to every one of you. So in this part of the presentation, I will be explaining on the data pre-processing of our project. This would include the tools that have been used, the process that we actually done to our data set, and actually the outcome of it, which is how our dashboard is actually being formed. And so we move on to the tools that have been used are pretty much Power BI, the application that is purposely for our data visualization, our dashboard that we have created. Then we have Python programming and Weka that is primarily for the data cleaning of our data sets, in which we are actually handling a very large data set. So it is necessary for us to do some data cleaning in order to make our dashboard even more readable for our audience. And so there are a lot of things like finding the outliers, filling in the missing values, and maybe change a little bit of the attributes in order to make sure that our data visualization, our dashboard, can be as efficient as possible. And so this is the outcome for our data pre-processing, is that some of the unrelated variables are deleted. These are the variables that have no significant contribution for our data visualization, and therefore they are deleted. And of course, we managed to determine the outliers and have it removed, as it does not have a significant impact for our dashboard. Some of the data, some of the values are maybe out of range and therefore should be deleted or removed in order to make sure our data visualization can be as neat as possible. And last but not least, we managed to group the value for the category attributes into 9 categories out of a 33 categories to ensure readability for our dashboard. And so it wouldn't be much of data to process into an information, and which makes our dashboard readable and efficient to our viewers to understand it. And that is all for the data pre-processing technique, and I will pass this remainder of the presentation to my fellow teammate.
Thank you for my teammates for explaining the previous parts. Now I'm going to explain the summary dashboard on Google Play Store that we made inside Microsoft Power BI. There are 4 charts that we are going to use to summarize everything we wanted to know about Google Play Store. The first chart is count of category by category, which we are using donut chart. It is quite similar to pie chart, except it got a ring loop with a whole array, and it can spread the color for the category much cleaner than pie chart. So for this chart, you can see here that utility has the highest percentages, followed by lifestyle and entertainment. Means that there are around 3,220 of utility applications inside Google Play Store. Now, we are going to look at count of type by type and category, our second chart. So this chart, we are using the group bar chart, which is we separated the free types of category and the paid types of category. As we can see here that most of the categories lies inside free types of categories, and the paid types are less than 1,000. Means that not much people willingly to make an app for this type of categories. Now we are going to look at average of rating and average of reviews by subcategories, our third chart. From this, if we zoom in, we can see here that the further the subcategory goes, the higher the rating, and the higher the reviews go, the higher the number of reviews. So the first thing we look here is our highest rating, which is education. It got around 4.36 rating and 253,000 of reviews, which is quite low for people wanted to analyze something. And the next thing is we look at the higher review and average rating. So we can see here that communication got around 3.52 rating. However, they have about 2,107,000 of reviews, which is a lot. But we can already expect that because there are millions of people are using of these communication services like WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, and if we look next to it which is social. Social also quite high for the rating and for the reviews. They got 3.74 rating and 2,105,000 of review. The social apps that we might use is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we check something like that. So we can see that there is correlation between number of reviews and number of and its rating. Now we are going to look at our last chart, which is installs by content rating and category. What does it mean by install is the most installed apps inside this category. So we separated this using group bar chart. By the way, the third chart we are using is scatter plot. So continue to the fourth chart, we are using the group bar chart, which is we separated it for everyone, teen, everyone 10 plus, mature 70 plus, adults only, unrated. From this graph, we can see here that From here we can see that more installed apps are lies inside everyone's content rating. It means that the lower the content, the open the content rating is, the highest the installation apps. And when it goes down the content rating, for example, teen, everyone 10 plus, mature 70 plus, you can see here the number of installation are going to slow down. So that's it from me to explain about the summary dashboard. Now we are going to look at our rating dashboard that will be explained by Amirul Hafiz. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad Nazmi, for explaining the previous part of the dashboard, which is summary, and now I'll be presenting the current dashboard, which is rating on Google Play Store. So the purpose of our visualization is to see the correlation between rating attributes and other attributes in order to understand better people's perception in downloading Google Play Store application. The first one is that count of rating by category and type. We can see that the lighter blue is free and the darker blue is paid, and we are using the stack column chart over here. And as you can see, the dataset is kind of imbalanced because the paid is very little and the free almost conquered majority of the dataset. In addition, the shopping category has almost zero paid type of category. So maybe people don't use paid shopping application much because people only use the free one and then do the transaction within the application itself. So the developer maybe does not put any price on the application itself because they want user to use it. Maybe that's the thing that we can figure out from this visualization. And the second one is average of rating by content rating and type. Similarly, light blue is free and dark blue is paid. So in here we can see we use the cluster column chart. So adults only 18 plus is with adults only 18 plus and unrated has no paid type. This might be due to people only interested in the free type, and maybe people don't give feedback itself when using paid type. So there is no paid type here in content rating, but everyone 10 plus, mature 17, teen, everyone has balanced dataset for both free and paid type. So moving on, average of rating by content rating and category. You can see the category itself, it has a lot of category, which is creativity, entertainment, finance, information, lifestyle, productivity, shopping, social, utility. Similarly, we use clustered column chart. So here we can see the adults only has only 2 content rating and unrated has only 1 content rating. However, they are quite different because unrated has a poor average of rating, which is 2.05, but the adults only has both high average of rating for both content rating. Meanwhile, everyone 10 plus, mature 17 plus, teen, everyone has a myriad of category. Here we can see most of them has positive average of rating, which is more than 3, but somehow productivity content rating has low average of medium to lower average of rating, maybe because people don't use it much. Here also we can see that creativity are dominating most of the content rating on everyone on every age, because maybe people likes to use software like Photoshop in phones better than laptop because it's much easier or much cheaper. So creativity is dominating most of the average group type. So lastly, the count of content rating by category and rating. So the color represent the category with while the inner rectangle represent the rating of each category. So we can see here utility has 0 rating, 4.5, 4.1, 4.3, 4.2, following by other. Here we cannot say, we have a lot of 0 rating, but we cannot say that it is an outlier because maybe people use the application itself, but people don't give feedback on rating. That's why it has 0 rating. conquering most of the utility part, but we also have content writing, entertainment, and lifestyle being used much by people. Similarly, lifestyle has zero content rating, but we cannot deduce it as an outlier. And following more of the um, category here: entertainment, productivity, information, social and creativity, finance, and shopping. And here we can conclude that people like to use utility uh, category of application more than any other, and they give feedback, positive feedback on it. So we're moving on to the conclusion. In conclusion, the project is able to achieve the aim, goals, and objective where we able to develop a dashboard that visualize the datasets. We are on Google Play Store dataset. By having the dashboard, the visualizing of the chart and graph provide us a better understanding and information. Thus, it enables us to understand the people's perception on Android devices application that are available on Google Play Store. Thank you.